Right, chopping some logs. Get a bit of fire. That's what the logs are for. Little secret for you lot. And yeah, this domestic view I've got there. Nice little chimney. Let me show you this real quick. The ultimate session spot. Fucking stinks in here. A little bit of Tom and Jez. We're only renting this house. We moved in about 8 months ago. And this is the little, this is the spot basically. Let's just sleep up there. Yeah, a bit of wood here just for that securement. Not quite sure if that's legal to touch. And obviously at night we just draw these, and obviously that blocks out, well, not quite sure what it blocks out. Right, here we are. This is what we've built. So we've got a couple of little kindlings down there, little twizzly bizzly in there. That's some log that didn't burn from the previous occasion, and we've popped one of the bad boys from today. So let's get this a burning, a sperming. In a weird way, I don't know why this happens, but anytime we use the fire, it stinks in our room, which is upstairs. So I've got to open the window every time. But as I'm here, I thought I'd give you a little view of the Castle della bloody Ledger, mate. This is a new addition. This is the flag for all the patches that I don't use anymore. That's an old patch, fucking dickhead, mate. That's an old back patch. Got a bunch of well, I think every single band here besides Dream Theater, Deep Purple, and Amon Amarth I've seen live. So that, yeah, that's how I got most of the patches is through gigs. And we come over here, that's a bit of me. That's from Mallorca. This is the jacket that I'm working on. I did have a video showing off this jacket a little while ago, and it was still in its early stages, and I deleted it because it was a fucking shit video and it was a shit jacket at the time. I've still not finished it. I've got a back patch coming in, so I'll do an updated version maybe later in the week. But yeah, so we got a couple of studs up there. You come with some little kung fu things. No Future, that's just an homage to the Punk de la Trois. Same with this one, which is 100 Club, the best venue on Oxford Street. And then these are sort of like non-metal and punk ones, so you got a bit, or they are punk, I suppose, but just not, you know. Basically, I couldn't find patches for these two. My favourite band of all time, the Pogues, and a bit of Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll, Ian Dury, and the Blockheads. And then we got a bit of Iron Maiden, a bit of Venom, UK Subs, a bit of Sham, Soulfly, Pill Motorhead, and Mr. Judas and Priest. Moving over to the batty of it, and got a Black Sabbath cross, and a bit of Motorhead strip there. Jam, Sex, and Discharge, and then a bit of Sepultura. Ozzy, and this is quite a new one. This is a Triumph motorbike one. I just thought it looked cool. It's like a little tramp stamp. But what else have I been doing in these 2 weeks where I have had 0 gigs? Fucking darts, mate. Have a little look at this, my son. Fucking get someone 180s. So what have I been doing when I've had an abundance of 3 days? Because I've had no gigs. So, nothing really. I've actually done absolutely nothing. It's been 45 days since my last... I'm not really concentrating here, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's been 45 days since my last upload, which was Slipknot at the O2. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit, because I think the last few uploads... Fuck off. The last few uploads before this little break that I've had, I think were a bit shit, to be honest. The vlogs went down a little bit. Yeah. Because it just got into that winter time. And we weren't necessarily doing anything before. Oh, okay, now my throws went down a rapist. It got darker. We weren't doing as much actually leading up to the gigs. So the vlogs were basically, you know, me in my room here, and then off to the train station. I don't really like vlogging as much. I'm not sort of like a, here we go guys, we're in Victoria Station, look at the homeless man sort of thing. Stab a dart in there. Stab a dart in there. Put my phone on it. So, yeah, basically, the uploads got a little bit boring, I think, especially the Slipknot one, Nick Cave ones, where I saw it was basically just a review with a little clip of me on a train and, you know, me getting dressed or some bollocks like that. So that's something what I want to come away from, and I want to maybe do videos like these where I vlog throughout like the whole week, and then, you know, the gig is sort of the main centerpiece of it. And I think that might be quite interesting. I think it's certainly more interesting than me just sitting on a train and not really talking into the camera because I'm a nervous wreck. One thing that I do actually have to show you is my setlist FM. I'll put a link in the description or one up either side here, because I've been taking real effort into this recently. I just think, this is a fucking cool website, to be honest, when you look past just the setlist bit of it. And this is how I'll keep track of what gigs I'm going to. So today is the 4th. So in 11 days, we've got Queensryche and Night Demon at Electric Brixton. We've got Marilyn Manson, bit of a dodgy one there. I might sit down later in the vlog and talk about that little creep. Pantera, Ghost, Pogues, Viagra, boys. Blue Oyster Cult, Download Festival, Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, Priest. I bought tickets to that last week. Priest, Alice Cooper and Phil Campbell. That's going to be a bloody good one, that will, lad. Halloween and The Offspring. And yeah, so the last gig was on the 20th of December. So that's, you know, that's coming up to 2 months. It'll be almost 2 months come the next gig, which is fucking outrageous, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm going to put a link in there because I think it's a good website, and that bitch is, yeah, I think I'll fuck that one up, to be honest with you. Right, so possibly the biggest gig of all time has just been announced. So Black Sabbath and an Ozzy Osbourne set, and then they've just, you know, that could have been it. That's you know, you pay sort of 400 quid for that, but they've just thrown in Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera in there as well, and then basically every single person that's ever been on a stage, ever. So yeah, I'll try and get tickets to that one. It's going to be the same as Oasis, where it's just fucking, it's impossible to get them until a day before because everyone's reselling. But I'll try my best with the pre-sale. And I've got an account for that, so hopefully I can guarantee them a day earlier, just because it's nicer, really, isn't it? It's just know you've got them. But yeah, that's certainly something. In the next vlog, you'll find out if I manage to get these or not. There won't be a next vlog if I don't. I'll delete the channel if I don't get the tickets, to be honest, because I don't think I'll be able to go to another gig ever, because it'll just be like, well, I didn't go to the real one, you know? Just look at that. Just going on a little run, get them legs are moving. I started running a little bit last year in the summertime, and I gave it up when it got cold, so I said to myself, this year I'm going to go on more runs so I can drink more. Didn't drink the entirety of January, went on one run, so sort of hills and roundabouts, if that's the saying, but I'm going to get back into it. I'm not fat, but I'm fucking unfit, so I've got a stitch. This is also a very hilly run. It's very up and down. And there are more flat but less scenic routes about. So just thought I'd go on this one, as it's a bit more interesting than just going down a city or a village road, you know. Bit of hill, bit of sheep, bit of cow. Right, I'll turn around, gonna walk for a little bit, and then gonna take a little scenic detour by some cows and sheep and whatnot. Some little outdoor creatures, I suppose, so maybe take one. Might take one. They're not going to miss a cow or a sheep, are they? Got fucking plenty of them, they're a farm. So, nab one of them, bring it home, put it in a Crawley Town shirt, and then Bob's your uncle. He might be. He's not mine. I had some experiences with Bob, but no, he weren't an uncle. Friday night, just finished the old work. I work at a pub, so what better to sit back at the end of a long shift and enjoy a nice tipple of Guinness, right? This is from a can, because for my birthday, which was January 7th, and Christmas, which was 25th of December, I think it was. Honestly, the amount of Guinness cans that I received was at least 4. I've got about 25 Guinness cans, and now, obviously, they've been building up, because I've not been able to drink them, and now I'm thinking, let's see how many I can get through. I either will go on all night or have 2 and get bored. So, I'm going to document this process with all 2 of you. Number 1. In this part of this documentary, I'm going to show you how to pour the perfect Guinness. First of all, you get yourself a Guinness glass, such as this one that I've previously been using. I have now flushed it through with water to get rid of any remaining particles of the previous Guinness. Here we have a can of Guinness. Notice how at the top you've got this little metal thing, so you've got to open that very carefully, not letting it seclude the space, not letting it pour over the sides, as the Germans say. And that is all it takes, right? Just a little click. Just so it... Yeah, just do that. And then, as everyone knows, you've got to do the canned Guinness dance in order for the canned Guinness to taste like Guinness. So you just got to give it one of these. And that's it. That is all you need to do. And you get the glass, tip all the excess water out of there. You cradle the glass. No, you cradle the can with the glass. And you fucking do one of them, right? And then just, you fucking, yeah. Right, and then you just got to wait for it a little bit. I'll let it settle at this point, because I'm a barman and you should listen to me. And that looks like a good Guinness, would you say? But if I take you over here, if I take you over here, that's looking nice. But it's a big can, and there's a little bit left. So what we're going to do, just carefully pour that into the glass. And that's going to give it not too much damage. I'll be perfectly frank with you. There's not much damage, but that's not too bad for from a can. I used to be one of these people that only drank from draft, and all like Guinness has got to be, in the right temperature and all that bollocks. And we're going to give it a little review. And also, if you split the G, you're not a real Guinness drinker, because it's fucking ridiculous. Get rid of half of the pint instantly. What I say, one barman to another barman, maybe. Don't split the G. Neck the pint. Konnichiwa, motherfucker. And that is how you take a simple Guinness can and convert it into one of the finest pints of Guinness that you've ever had at home. Join us next time, where we're going to be taking a humble Budweiser bottle, screw top. We're going to be opening it and we're going to be transforming it into a pint of Budweiser in a glass. It may seem like I've had 5 pints from that last clip, but this is actually number 2.
Where's Janet?
Where is Janet? I don't know where Janet is. Where has Janet gone? Pint number 3, and we're going to look at a different technique for pouring your Guinness. You're going to get rid of the water once again. You're going to get your can. No, same technique, I think. You know what? I'm just going to talk my way through it, you know? We're on to pint 3. This is do you know what I'm doing? I'm watching The Conjuring 2. I've seen The Conjuring 1, that's why I'm watching The Conjuring 2. And so far, what are my thoughts, you may ask? My thoughts are I like it. The Conjuring 1 was it was a good, like, supernatural horror film. I don't really like the supernatural horror films. I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I like Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, you know, the classics, but ones where like there's a main protagonist, the bad cunt. I like ones with the bad cunt. I don't really like the ones I've seen recently, The Possession, and obviously you go through The Conjuring, the Amityville Horror, and all this sort of malarkey. And I don't really enjoy them because it's just sort of like, well, who's actually doing it? But I do like this one. It's got a bit of a spin with the British family getting involved with the old, all right, Mucker, how are you doing? And all that old shit. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's not scary, but it's interesting. Now this could be a beautiful Guinness. It's got a bit of dome as well. Oh, it's got a domage for days, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I've poured worse pints at the pub. Let's take a little look at this, my son. Come out, you black and tans, would you fight me like a man? Show your wife how you want medal. Now, that's decent though, isn't it? That is actually bloody beautiful. This is also coming from the cans with like the fidget in them and not this bad boy, which I don't use. Little collection here. We've got a neck oil, fucking loads of glasses, and you think we're done? Christ alive! I've got even more upstairs under my bed, but yeah, this is only just a recent collection. Now we're gonna have a little look at this because this is actually a beautiful drop, and we're just gonna have a little taste for number 3. Oh. Number 4, we've completed the big cans, so we're now on to the 50s instead of the 585s, I think. So, you know, we're losing a sip, really, but... Oh, it's still marvellous. Number 6, and all I've got to say is a massive thank you to everyone that has created Guinness, because it is actually quite nice. The next video is going to be probably on the 16th or the 17th of February. So on the 13th, obviously the Black Sabbath tickets go live with Ozzy Osbourne and like a Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, all them lot. But then on the 15th, on the Saturday, we are going to go see Queensryche and Night Demon at the Electric Brixton in Brixton. So that's going to be a little double vlog for you lot. You should probably quite enjoy that one because that's going to be quite good. You get quite tipsy with the old beveraginos and the old tickets as well. Because if I don't get Sabbath tickets, I'm probably never going to upload ever again, because that is the pinnacle of, like, I thought Oasis tickets, because I know I'm a metalhead and a punk, mainly a punk. Oasis was like the tip top, just because my friend group and all that, Oasis like the group, and I thought that was going to be it. I didn't get them, I was heartbroken, but now that Sabbath came out, I'm like, that is honestly the most unmissable gig of all time. So hopefully we get that one. If we don't, we cry and die. That's what we do. And This one I'd like to dedicate to everyone that has taken the night somewhere where it should not go to. Cheers. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Until... Just as I was editing this video, I realised I never actually said goodbye. So I'm just going to put in this little clip. This is the back patch. I've not finished it yet, obviously. For this style of patches, or the style of stitching that I use on all of the patches on this jacket, I did the sort of in and out throughout the patch. But I thought just because I had to cut it to make it smaller, it looks very rugged and a bit fucking out there. So I've decided to do sort of like the, you know, over the lapping one. And I'm probably going to go over a couple of times just to get a more frayed look. But yeah, that's it. It's very similar. Well, it is the discharge one. It is a discharge back patch. I don't know if I'm going to remove that and put something else there just so it's not like complete. But yeah, the back is coming together. I'm not really sure about this now because the plan is to put this Ozzy one like it was right there. And then there'll be a Motorhead one that was there just over there. So that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm not sure about this bottom just yet. Don't know if this will stay for long. Maybe I'm going to get like a bullet belt one to go along the bottom there. That might be interesting. But yeah, that is the start of the back. And the end of the video. See you later.